Hello everyone. Today we will see how to install Python in our Windows app so that we can use the Python in our completion. So there are a couple of ways in general to install the Python. One is downloading the Python version directly from their python.org slash downloads website, and that gives you the latest version possible for the Python. The other version, another way of using the Python is using something called Anaconda distribution. They have many versions like individual edition, commercial edition, team edition, etc. The individual edition is actually, of course, free. It's an open source distribution, so you can use it. The advantage of using the Anaconda version over the raw Python version is simply it also comes with this Python version, whatever we are given, and also comes with the Jupyter notebook, and it also installs your scipy. It has Pandas, and it has a management system like Conda as well as pip, etc. Of course, we will use that Anaconda distribution for us to install the Python. If you see this individual edition, if you go to Anaconda website and you have the products under individual edition, and you should be able to see this button called download. If you click on the download, it will take you to the place where Anaconda installers are given, and there you can see this Windows, Mac OS, and Linux distributors. So there are 64-bit and 32-bit versions are available here. If you are confused at which version you are running, for example, if you are whether you are running 32-bit or 64-bit, you can do that. So just go to your any of your folders, and if you see this PC or my computer, whatever it is, if you right click on it and click on this properties, and that should show you the system type somewhere here. And now for me, it is 64-bit operating system. So if it is showing 32-bit operating system for you, then you should install the right version here, right? Let me close it and go back to this. And now, as I've shown you, I'm running a 64-bit I'm running a 64-bit version, so I'm going to download the 64-bit graphical installer for me. So click on this, and it should download this. So I have a already downloaded here over here. If I double click on that version here, and it should open up something like this, and you can click on run, and now it should start the installation process. You can go ahead and click on next, and you can agree this to the software agreement. And there is something called just me recommended, and all users requires admin privileges. You can still actually go ahead with just me if you are installing for yourself. And it is asking you the destination folder. I wanted to just leave it down in the C drive itself. If you want to install it in any other drive, you can change this here. Yes, so register Anaconda 3 as my default Python 3.8. That's good. Let me keep it as it is, standard version of it. So it should take some couple of minutes to run it. I'm going to pause the video until it actually finishes running the situation, running the installation. I'm going to get back to you later after that. Well, it took around 15 minutes for me. So you have to also wait for 10 to 15 minutes, depends on your system. If you are, I think, using SSD, it should not take more than 3 to 4 minutes. Anyway, so once it is getting completed, once you see this message called completed and installation completed, you will be able to see this next button is clicked on. You can just go ahead and press on next. And it is also asking you working with Python and Jupyter Notebook is breeze with PyCharm Pro. So if you choose to install, you can actually install the Python PyCharm by clicking on this link. Anyway, I'm not going to do that anyway. You can choose to open this. Of course, getting started with Anaconda. I just uncheck it because I don't want to do anything right now. So once it is finished installed, now I can check that whether it is installed properly or not by going into my command prompt. So simply, in fact, even just by pressing the Windows button, you can see that there is an Anaconda prompt is also just installed, and the spider you can see this is all coming from the Anaconda itself. Anyway, so let me press my Windows button and press command prompt to verify that whether it is installed properly or not. Now, if you see this Anaconda is installed properly, you can go to this, just typing this Python and then just dropping into it. It will drop you to a cell, Python shell, where we can type the Python command and other stuff and all. I think it did open a I should be able to do it just by this. Python was not found without, yeah, I'm sure I should be going in able to Anaconda prompt, which is just right here. Yes, Anaconda prompt, not the command prompt. Sorry for that. And now you should be able to write Python and then hyphen hyphen version, and that should give you Python 3.8.8, 3.8.5 as of now recording video. It might show you different things. Now to just prove it to you that it also installed many packages, if I simply type Python, that should open a Python shell for me. Remember, I can now access to all the libraries this Anaconda has installed. For example, if I simply type import Numpy, which is a famous package, and it should go through without any error. Yes, it did go through. If I import, let's say scipy, it should go through. And it's also imported, installed many other packages for data science as well. For example, uh, scikit-learn, I guess, si space learn. No, I think scikit-learn is simple library. Thanks. What is the scikit-learn? Just checking whether what is it? scikit-learn, correct? scikit hyphen learn. I'm I'm not sure it's not actually it's dying, which means I'm not typing it properly. That's all it means. All right. So that's not a problem. You can check all the other packages in this manner. As I've already told you, this also comes with Python's package management or environment management called Conda. It's not just only for Python language, it is for the R, Ruby, Lua, Scala, Java, JavaScript, everything extra. Which means it's Anaconda is not just only running Python, you can also use the R along with that. So I also wanted to show you this Anaconda's navigator over here. So you can click on this Anaconda navigator, which is giving you a GUI to work with all your notebooks and etc. Right? That should open right away. So this is it. So Anaconda Navigator. Now you can actually now you are in the base environment, which is actually is called as a root environment as well. Now you have access to all of these apps as well. So you can either uh, choose to launch your Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook or PowerShell prompt or IPython's Qt console or Spider, anything you want, right? So most probably we'll be using something called something called Jupyter or Jupyter Notebook or Jupyter Lab in our any other tutorials. Right? That's all about installing the Python. Maybe if you would like to just launch any Jupyter Notebook, you can click on launch from here itself. Or in other words, if you are opening the Python Anaconda prompt, you can just choose to exit out of this Python cell right now. And by just typing Jupyter from here or Jupyter's notebook if I am correct, and that should open up the Jupyter notebook in the base. So that fired a Jupyter notebook over here. You can see that it just opens on Chrome window for me. So it depends on what is your default browser. So now my Jupyter notebook is running on my local host 8888. You can see that getting ready right now. So that's my Jupyter notebook. You can choose to create a new notebooks over here and then just start running all of them. I will go over all of these Jupyter notebooks and how to use the Jupyter notebooks to run Python commands in some other video. So that's all about today, and I will see you in the next video. Maybe probably we'll finish this video just by quitting this Jupyter console. If you see this, Anaconda's prompt over here, you have this Jupyter Notebooks server running over here, right? So to anytime if you want to quit the notebook, and you need to actually come over here, and then you need to press Control C, and it should ask you a confirmation to kill the server, right? I'm sure I should press a couple of times. Yes. So that just to shut down my kernels, any kernels, whatever was opening, to just be kernel. Okay. So that's just how to install Python and how to open your Jupyter notebook for your Windows laptop. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.